Alright, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Cold War video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the D.I.E machine weapon and how to get it and everything like that. We're just going to be talking about it and if it's actually a good weapon, because I actually use it a lot if I'm going to try to go for high rounds, or if I just really need to kill the big zombies, which those consume like the megatons, or just in general if I need to like get rid of a good wave. It's actually a really good weapon to use. But if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like on this video. Be sure to subscribe. Also, just remember that 90% of you guys that watch me on a daily basis are not subscribed. So if you guys can do me a huge favor, subscribe. It's free. You guys can always unsubscribe later. Hopefully we can reach 900 subs. That's our next goal. And yeah, let's get into today's video. So when it comes to the D.I.E, it's basically named after the map, but we just call it the Wonder Weapon, and it has 4 different types. You guys can use the base one, which is just the electric one. Well, not the electric one. It's more of like just the base one. It's just a blue ball that just shoots. Then we have the other types. We have the electric one, which is, in my opinion, the best one out of the 4. And then I think the second one, in my opinion, has to be probably the fire one, and then the third one's going to be the ice one, and then the last one is probably the gas one. And you might be wondering why that order. It's more of a personal preference on how I would use it, but for me, if I'm gonna go for like get rid of the megatons quickly, for sure, like I'm gonna be using the electric one. But early on, when I first get it, I don't go for the the certain types early on, because there's no reason to get them, because there's gonna be big waves of zombies, and if I just need points and stuff like that, obviously if I don't want to be meleeing people enough, because I already have my melee weapon already gold in zombies, so I'll have a video for that soon. I just don't know when. But right now I'm trying to go for my grenade launcher gold, so I can get pink diamond basically on my GL or China Lake and my knife. So I'll have that video soon. I just don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. But I think this has to be one of the good weapons, but I only use to get the certain types later on, like maybe like around round 30, because early rounds, the D.I.E, the base D.I.E, is going to be lasting you for a while. It's good for taking out a bunch of waves, so like if you're training zombies and stuff like that, like around the plane, and then once you see a big wave coming at you, all you gotta do is shoot it, and it'll basically get rid of the entire wave, until roughly around 30. And then around 30, I think that's when you get to your upgrade parts. Definitely, I think the easiest one is going to be the fire one, just because it's not that hard. All you gotta do is get a fuse, and then when you get that fuse, you just cut open a box, and then from there you just open the box. It's straightforward. I think anybody can do that one, but the fire one should be a decent one that can last you for another few rounds. But I see players tend to use the electric one more often. You do have the ice one, but I feel like late rounds, don't think the ice one's going to be as well. That's why I have it towards the bottom end of the tier, because the ice one's more of like just to slow them down. It's not going to be something that does more damage over time or anything like that. All it does is slow them down. So I mean, if there is a big huge horde coming at you, I guess the ice one could be useful, but I tested it in a couple matches. I never liked the ice one. There has no, like, the multiplier on it, and the damage it does on the output, it's just too low, so that's why I don't choose it. But if you are training zombies, I can see why people would use the gas one, because the gas one just isn't like an AoE effect, so I can see why people use that. But I think it depends on the certain situation. Like if you're camping a corner, just throw gas one right in front of you, and then if you had a ray gun, you would just keep shooting it. Those types of things. So I can see why people use the gas one. But I think the electric one has to be the best, because the longer you hold on to your trigger, the longer you shoot that continuously, the damage gets higher and it gets capped out to like a certain point, and you'll be able to tell, and the electricity will be getting bigger. So that's why the electric one has to be the best. I don't know if I should do a guide on how to do all the different types, because I mean, a lot of people already have videos on them, and I've kind of late to the party when it comes to that type of stuff, because like I said, I've just been busy with family and everything like that in school, in college, so that's why I just haven't been able to push out the content I really want to. So I've just been pushing out as much zombie content. Multiplayer wise, I'm still waiting on an update. I heard that they updated some stuff, like when it comes to weapons and everything like that, and tuning, but for me, I just want a camo update or something, and I'm probably gonna wait till Nuketown comes, because once Nuketown comes, I'm definitely pretty sure they're gonna have a Nuketown 24/7 playlist for a few days, and that's gonna be like my way to grind out my weapons. So at the moment, I'm just being slow with it, and I'd rather play zombies and just try to do as many videos as I can. There's tons of Easter eggs in zombies right now. There's like 4 at the moment, so we're probably gonna do those whenever I get the chance. And there's a free pack-a-punch weapon one, so it's pretty cool. So you guys should see those videos rolling out soon whenever we get the chance to record them. But overall, I think the D.I.E is going to be fun. You guys should see a bunch of gameplay in the background. But you guys let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a video on each individual type, and I can do like Easter eggs or the steps for it, because you basically are doing the Easter egg when you're doing all the steps for each of the types, because you're going to need them for the Easter egg, because you have to fill up a certain container, and you need all 4 types to use it, because you got to switch between them, and you got to keep filling up a certain spot. So that's why people use that. But if you are just a normal player and you just want to use like one type, definitely just use the electric one. It helps out in long rounds as well. So I mean, there's nothing bad about it. Some people say don't use the D.I.E, but in my opinion, I think what else would you use for your secondary weapon? Mainly people use ray guns and something else, but the D.I.E is easy to get because it's one of the steps of the Easter egg if you want to do it. It's a free one, and the free one, how you get it is you just kill a megaton. He drops a key card, then you go to the weapon place down, I think right underneath the map, essentially like with those little bunkers, and then you just insert the thing, gives you another key card. Then you go back over there to spawn, you put the key card in, and once you get a bunch of zombies, it sucks up all the zombies, and there you go, you got your D.I.E, your free one. So it's not hard to do, and it's free to get. I mean, the ray gun is more harder to get, so in my opinion, I would recommend using the D.I.E till long rounds, to like round 30. Then get your certain type, you know, run the shotgun, run whatever your favorite gun is, run that with the D.I.E, and then once you get into higher rounds, and if you are trying to go for higher rounds, and you already have all your perks and everything like that, start trying to get the ray gun. There's no harm in trying. There's multiple ways to get the ray gun. You can always do the coffin dance Easter egg, which I have on my channel. Then you guys can always try to open the box straightforward, and then you go always to do trials and try to get a legendary token from it, and then once you get that, you open it, there's a chance of you getting a D.I.E or even the ray gun, or just a bunch of parts and different like double points, all that type of stuff. You guys can get a bunch of stuff from there. So those are multiple ways. There's no harm in trying it, but I feel like the D.I.E is like a standard thing that you should use till long rounds. In my opinion, like the perfect setup would just be the 2 wonder weapons, using the ray gun when there's a big waves, and then whenever you see a megaton, use the electric D.I.E to get rid of them, because obviously you do have the wonder weapon and stuff like that, but once zombies get too close to you, it's gonna start doing self damage to you. So that's why people are just using the wonder weapon for the megatons when it comes to the electric one. People do use the gas one, but I mean, if you do have the ray gun's gonna do AOE instead. So there's no point of you having the gas one. I mean, it does do AOE and does do ticking damage, but I still believe that I think out of the 4, the electric one's gonna do the most, because you can, the longer you stay on your target, it's gonna do more damage. The ice one is only to slow enemies. It gets capped at a certain amount of damage you can do, so it's not even gonna exceed the electric one. And the fire one is more of like the base weapon, but it just shoots like a ball that goes further on. So that's more of like, it depends, like these are like certain situation type things. I mean, if you are working with a squad, I mean, like let's say a team of 4, obviously everyone's gonna have their own personal preference. I mean, everyone's gonna want the electric one, but I mean, if you guys have a full squad and let's say all you guys have wonder weapons, I mean, one person's gonna be guaranteed of it. But if let's say you guys all do, I mean, the one that gets guaranteed, give them the electric one, obviously, and then it can help you out in longer rounds, and then later on everyone gets their own like certain type. Pretty straightforward, but that's gonna be my video for the D.I.E, my opinions on it and how good it is. It's gonna last you a long time, because it basically lasted me all the way around, I think, 106. So I definitely would recommend if you guys want to use it, and especially you're gonna need it anyways if you are trying to run the Easter egg, because it's one of the steps. You literally need the D.I.E to do one of the actual steps of the Easter egg, and it's a free way to get it, so I wouldn't like doubt it. Like, anybody can get it, so I would definitely recommend for you guys to get it. It's really good. And I mean, if you don't want to get it, for sure, just use your own weapons. I mean, if you are trying to level up your weapons and everything like that, just use your weapons. But I think from my testing and stuff like that, I'm just trying to because usually I do testing on see what is the best way to get like weapon XP. I think the straightforward factor is just play for many hours and just play multiplayer, because I played multiple hours in zombies to test, and I mean, there's no double weapon XP tokens at the moment, but when it comes to just getting initial XP, if you just want straightforward XP towards your rank, zombies is the way. no cap. But when it comes to like actually leveling up your weapon, zombies is not a way. I think the whole weapon like leveling up and everything like that, you actually have to do that in multiplayer and everything like that. So I think they separate the facts. So if you want to actually, like, let's say you already have everything maxed out, right? You already have all your weapons maxed out. Let's say you already have the dark matter equivalent, right, in multiplayer. Then I can see why you would play zombies. Just use that to level up and then try to go for all the camos in there. But we'll see how everything goes. It's, a lot of people already have diamond shotguns, you know, diamond special weapons essentially, and then a lot of people are going for like diamond snipers. So we'll see. I think what I might just do is once I finish my China Lake and once I get pink diamond on that, I think I might just go back to either I might hit, once I hit prestige 2, I might just go back to multiplayer and just start understanding multiplayer, get better at multiplayer. And then around that time when I start getting better at multiplayer, for sure Nuketown's gonna be here, and then I'll start playing Nuketown as much as I can and then try to use it to my advantage to level up a bunch of weapons, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just gonna be playing Nuketown. It's just like Modern Warfare when people just used to play shipment just to level up their weapons. It's gonna be the same strategy, and who knows, they might even give us double weapon XP, but we really need change to that system. A lot of people are saying like we don't need it, but at the same time you guys got to realize you have to spend so many hours, and I feel like if you're comparing the XP towards you know, towards Cold War and you're comparing it towards Modern Warfare, I think Modern Warfare system was so much more easier leveling up weapons than it was in this game. I think this game, even though you have less challenges, which is, you know, good, but the leveling up the weapons, it's going to take longer. So I think it's almost equivalent to the Modern Warfare when you have to do, like, it changes the challenges and you're comparing it to weapon levels. Weapon levels is so much more easier in Modern Warfare because you have co-op, and I have multiple videos on co-op. But when you compare it to this game and compare the weapon levels and everything like that, the weapon levels make up for having less challenges. So that's why it's more difficult to level up your weapon. But hopefully we get a change or something like that to it soon. But who knows? We need like some type of double XP weapon weekend, something like that, and I'll be glad enough to like test it out and see if actually zombies is viable or anything like that, because we have no tokens at the moment, nothing. Like, I literally have the endowment pack, I have like all the packs at the moment, so they actually update the store in December, so we just have to wait to see and everything like that. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed me using the DIE in the background, just me talking about the updates to my channel, everything like that, and I also like have some things that I'm working on and just gonna try and improve the channel as much as I can. Even though I'm busy, I'm gonna try my best to improve on the channel and everything like that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like on this video, be sure to subscribe. Hopefully we can reach 900 subs. Also turn on notifications, leave a comment on the video what you think of the DIE, everything like that. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.